Are you a woman of faith who is struggling to navigate your current season of life? Do you feel like life is just happening to you instead of for you? My name is Jill Pack. I'm a certified life coach and a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I want you to know that no matter your season or circumstance, it is possible to create a more joyful life. And I would love to show you how. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Seasons of Joy podcast. This is episode number 31 entitled Broken. Now, before I begin, I wanted to invite you to my Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. I am going to be going live there on this Thursday, October 13th at 12 o'clock p.m. Mountain Daylight Savings Time. I'm going to be talking about grace. I will also be taking questions as well as doing some coaching there. So I would love to have you join me live, but you can also watch the recording of this Facebook Live later when it's more convenient for you. All you have to do is join the Seasons of Joy community Facebook group. My hope for this group is to have a place that fosters connection, hope, and joy. And I would love to have you join me over there. The link to that is found in the show notes. Also, I wanted to talk about my Awakening Retreat. I held that this last weekend, and it was all that I hoped it would be. It was an intimate setting of a group of amazing women who decided to take a chance on themselves and on me to share and be vulnerable as we spent our time together refocusing, reconnecting, and rejuvenating. It was incredible, and I am looking forward to doing more in the future. I have one scheduled for the spring, so more details will follow at the end of the year, so look for those. So I have been thinking about the word broken. Oftentimes we hear people refer to themselves as broken. Life experiences can bring feelings of pain and heartache and cause us to feel broken. So what I want to discuss today is not meant to discount someone else's trauma or pain, but my hope is quite the opposite, actually. I want to share a perspective that I recently came to in my own mind that has helped me in a deeply profound way. I looked up the word broken on Google recently, and this is what I found. Broken is an adjective that has two meanings. One of the meanings is having been fractured or damaged and no longer in one piece or in working order, such as having a broken arm. The other definition is this: having given up all hope, despairing, or suffering emotional pain that is so strong that it changes the way you live, usually as a result of an unpleasant event. Can you see the difference between those two definitions? One is about being broken and needing to be fixed. The other definition is about feeling broken, which affects our ability to show up in our life the way we would like to. I believe that many people equate their feeling broken to being broken. Now, I know this may seem like a small difference, but it's a big mindset shift. When we believe we are broken, there is a sense that something's wrong with us, that we are flawed, that we are less than. But the truth is, each one of us is complete, whole, 100% valuable and worthy. For example, if you have $200 bills side by side, and one is dirty and crumpled, and the other one is brand new, one is not worth more than the other. They are of the same value. That is the same with each one of us. The world would have us believe that someone can be better than another, more valuable. Even in the church, we sometimes can think that, so-and-so is better than me because they have their life put together or they are doing everything right. So we believe that we are of less value. I mean, President Nelson has to be more valuable than us, right? No, the opposite is true. We may have adult children and they have chosen differently than we have taught them growing up. And we may feel disappointment with the direction they are going. And in some ways believe we are better because we are on a different path. They could be better if they would just do what we believe is right. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't believe staying on the covenant path isn't right. Of course we do. That's why we're trying to be on the path. However, our adult child is not less valuable because they choose differently. They are not flawed and they are not broken. There really is no hierarchy to value. Jesus Christ is the Son of God, but even He is no more valuable than you or I. We are of the same value. We are loved just as much as the Savior of the world. Let that soak in for a minute. We are no less valuable than Jesus Christ. Now, Jesus Christ's role and His mission that He was sent to earth to do is different from ours, but He is no more valuable than you. He came to save all. He came to redeem all. He came to succor all. He came to heal all. But you are just as valuable. So you and I are not broken. We are experiencing being wounded, being emotionally wounded. So we can feel broken in moments, but we are not broken. And through Him, we can be healed and made whole emotionally again because we are His, because we are valuable, because we are worthy. As members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we often hear that as we are obedient to the commandments and when we enter into a covenant relationship with our Father and with our Savior, we will be armed with the power of God, His healing and strengthening power. So our ability to access that power increases. But what I think many of us get wrong is that we equate the love of God with power. Now, I believe 100% that the love of God is powerful. However, God's love for us is unchanging. We don't earn His love. We don't earn His love by honoring our covenants. Our covenants bring the power into our lives, but God's love is always there. This made me think of the story in the scriptures of the woman at the well found in John 4 in the New Testament. Jesus is leaving Judea and He's heading to Galilee. And in the scriptures it says, and He must needs go through Samaria. This says to me that He deliberately went to Samaria. This is in a time when every Jew would avoid Samaria. Samaritans were considered dirty and less than. But the Savior, He went straight into Samaria. He went to Jacob's well to get water and to rest in the heat of the day. And there He meets the Samaritan woman who was coming to get water at that time because she was even looked down upon by her fellow Samaritans. Jesus perceived that she had had 5 husbands and was not married to the man she was living with at the time. He came into her story as she was. She didn't need to change for Him to come. She was not broken. She was wounded. Christ came to her to teach her and minister unto her where she was. This was also one of the first declarations that He made publicly about Him being the Messiah. It was to a woman who was feeling wounded and thought she was broken. But He taught her that she was not broken and that He was there to heal her wounds if she would let Him. She left that moment and became a powerful witness of the Savior because He came into her story and she chose to believe Him and to believe in Him. In speaking about this same story, Susan Porter shared the following. Her past and present circumstances, the woman at the well, didn't determine her future. Like her, we can choose to turn to the Savior today for the strength and healing that will enable us to fulfill all that we were sent here to do. But I think that this begins by understanding this truth. You are not broken. You feel broken. There is a big difference. Our most fundamental doctrine is that we are children of loving heavenly parents. This relationship is powerful and divine. We are their joy, and we are here on earth to experience joy. And the Savior's atonement is an expression of God's love for each and every one of us. The first great truth is that you are loved by God. You are not broken. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear, I would love it if you would share it with your friends and family and leave me a rating and review. If you'd like to learn more about what life coaching is, please schedule a free discovery call with me where we can work together through something that's causing you a problem. Just go to my website, seasons-coaching.com, and you can also find information about my Seasons of Joy one-on-one coaching program and my Seasons of Joy community. Have a joyful week, and I'll see you next time.